Let me ask you a question, young brother. What do you want to achieve before you hit 40? Some of you will be able to answer this question immediately, but some of you have absolutely zero idea. Society will tell you, oh, it's perfectly normal to not know where you want to be in life. Well, that's complete and utter BS. Not knowing where you want to be in life and being okay with that is like packing your bags to go overseas, but not knowing where you're going. Does that make any sense to you? A big reason why most young men have absolutely zero idea of what they should aim to be in life comes down to a lack of male figure guidance in their life. But today, young brother, you are about to learn the 7 targets that you should achieve before 40. And if you are wise, then you will begin at them right away, without a second to waste. Number 1. Beware of your death. No one is going to stay alive forever. Every soul shall taste death. People die before or after turning 40, and you have only one life. The most precious resource a man has in this life is time. Do not waste it. I will say that again. Do not waste your time. Right now, life may seem like it goes on forever, but it doesn't. Just look at your own life. Let's say you are 23 years old right now. When you look back at your life, does it feel if you have spent 23 years on this earth? Most definitely not. The same will happen when you hit 70, 80, and so on. Before you know it, your ride on life will be over. So cut out the crap in your life and focus on what is important to you. Remember, the goal of life is to become a man who is respected and loved in the eyes of God. Imagine there are 2 men. One man is driven by a higher purpose. The other just wants to make money. Let's say both men are finally able to hit 10K per month. That man that just wanted to make money will eventually slow down. He will lose his discipline, his focus, and slowly slide back down the mountain of success. The man, on the other hand, however, whose goal was to become the strongest weapon of God, will continue to work with ever-increasing focus and discipline. He will turn that 10K into 20K per month, 20K into 40K per month. So always keep your death in mind. You will die. Yes, you will die. So everything you do on this earth must solely be focused on the bigger goal of becoming the best man who the Almighty One is proud of. Number 2, achieve financial freedom and stability. Well, that's the sad reality of today. So many brothers live a depressed life, living paycheck to paycheck. That paycheck is the only one leg holding them up. You're not the only one hanging on by a thread. In fact, a recent survey found that over half of Americans with 6-figure salaries are living paycheck to paycheck. It's terrifying that even people in higher tax brackets are holding on for dear life. 35% of millionaires think it's going to take a miracle to be financially secure in retirement. One thing is clear, it's harder than ever to get by, and it's harder than that just to get ahead. But if you think high-value CEOs and financial titans are letting their money waste away in savings alone, think again. They're pouring hundreds of millions into assets that aren't necessarily correlated to the traditional investments like the stock market. I actually spent some time digging into this, and according to a recent report by Citibank, the asset with the lowest correlation to the stock market of any major asset class was contemporary art. That's right, contemporary art prices have more than doubled the S&P 500's total return over the last 26 years. Now, this market used to be hard to get into, but Masterworks is the platform that lets you invest in multi-million-dollar paintings without breaking the bank. Masterworks has built an impressive track record of 11 exits, all of them profitable. These numbers speak for themselves. Now, with those kinds of results, Masterworks has seen over 654,000 users try to gain access. Offerings have sold out in minutes, so there's a wait list. But my subscribers can get priority access to all their latest offerings. To skip the wait list, just check the description below. Number 3, invest in yourself. When you hear the word investing, you might immediately think of money. But there's an even greater form of investment which so many brothers don't consider. And that investment is in themselves. Ask yourself right now, young brother, what did you buy for yourself lately? Maybe a PS5, maybe McDonald's, maybe a Tinder or Pornhub premium membership. Well, even that is an investment, but these investments will come and bite you so hard before you can even defend yourself. When was the last time you invested in a course to learn a helpful skill? For a moment, go through all your expenses. Then, compare which of these investments are good and which are bad. As basic as it may sound, simply cut out all bad investments. Remember, successful men never stop learning. Man up, because the world is now just a touch away. Number 4, take care of your physical health. This is just the most basic and core principles of masculinity in a society that encourages gluttony, laziness, and instant gratification. Mastering strength is a virtue. If you have ever been on a plane, you might have heard the pre-flight safety announcement tell you to secure your own oxygen mask first before assisting others. There is a very good reason for this advice. Want to know what it is? Simple. You cannot help people around you if you're unconscious. The same principle applies to your real life. If you don't take care of your own body, how can you expect to help others for long? What's the point of building up $1 million empire when your body is rotting away? A man who prioritizes his own well-being is not selfish, but selfless. Number 5, learn cooking. I have seen countless men throughout my life who can't even boil an egg. Think about the Spartans. One of their rites of passage towards becoming a man was to master independence. The process of turning from a boy to a man began by knowing how to survive on your own. The young men were trained to survive in the wilderness, to catch their own food and cook it. Luckily for you, you don't have to go around and hunt ducks in your neighborhood. You can buy them locally. At least, learn to cook. Stop relying on fast food to feed you. Take complete and utter control of your life. Why? Simple. Because if you don't take complete and utter control of your life, then someone else will. The Matrix is ready to take control of you. They already want you to eat their plastic, synthetic food. Deny them that privilege. Learn to cook, master your independence, and take back control. Number 6, get outside your comfort zone. Close your eyes for a few seconds and let this quote fall into your mind. Listen closely. Comfort is a drug. Once you get used to it, it becomes addicting. Give a weak man consistent sex, good food, cheap entertainment, and he'll throw his ambitions right out the window. Your comfort zone is where dreams go to die. Look around you. You have all these cheap gratifications at your disposal. Because of this very reason, we have overgrown boys with facial hair who you can't even call men. They lack ambition and chase after worthless things. This is also why a man that works a 9 to 5 is less likely to leave his job and go and work on his own business or ambition. Why? Because he is hooked on the so-called stability his job provides. That, my young brother, is yet again another fake comfort zone. Train your mind to try new things. It might feel uncomfortable at first, but that's where your biggest growth will come from. And finally, number 7, call your friends and family. This is a topic that is not discussed much in the manosphere. Everyone there is so focused on becoming an alpha male that they completely neglect the beautiful blessing of family that God has given them. So many people go years with grudges against their brothers, mothers, and fathers, and once they pass away, they then go cry on their tombs. Oh, if only you were here, I would ask you for your forgiveness, and we would get along just fine. The time to forgive and love your family is now. Don't neglect this basic truth. In fact, even some of the most dangerous mafias and gangs in the world would agree on just how big of a blessing family really is. Cherish them before it's too late. To see the next best way to level up as a man, watch these videos here.